the plans of the WEF, supported by the United Nations, helped by the WHO. And I said the United Nations organization because it's not really the United Nations. It's the organization. And it's better for them to answer that name because it's not the nations that are united. In fact, you heard from that documentary a moment ago. These were individuals who have been part of the meetings, who explained their experience. And then the guy who was also with the WHO. From 1948. Think about it. These guys are right inside. They've been inside. And they tell you the UN organization is not for peace. It says peace is silent in a corner. Not allowed to speak. Interesting. I told you about the Ukraine war. So, firstly, the weakening of nation states. I'm just going to get through several of these things. The weakening of nation states, making them fall and fail in their efforts to provide services to their populations. Thus, more and more people switch to the private sector providers who have the means to do so. Then the WEF describes clean water, fresh air as commodities, public goods, fresh air, a commodity to be sold, says to be preciously traded. Can you imagine that? Some time ago, I read to you one of the laws in a particular country where they stated that water from all sources belong to the public. That means under government regulation. So when you see something belongs to the public, don't think it means it's just for all of us. No. It's controlled by regulators. Water from all sources? All sources? Why would it be all sources? Because that would include rain. So now they can legislate as to how much water you can take from the rain. Emphatically, yes. That's exactly what they're telling you. And now fresh air is listed as among the commodities for precious trading. So what happens with this leads to more tension and polarization in societies, widening the gap between rich and poor. And then this poverty and dispossession increases demographic mobility. And what happens? More and more refugee camps. And the refugee camps become permanent.